Hello YouTubers, it's Tuesday afternoon. I'm gonna make another Media Mod extended thumb screw to hold it onto your devices with the fingers on the camera. I made one a while back. It's a bronze one. This one's going to be made out of stainless steel. I'll bring you over here a little closer to show you, and a couple of measurements that I'm going to do, and then we'll get started in the lathe in a few minutes. So let me move you in a little closer, you can see this better. Tilt this camera down a little bit, like this. It's pretty good. Okay, here's the original one I made, and it's made out of bronze. What I did was, I'll give you the measurements on the new one. It's going to be about the same. I drilled and tapped this for 1032, and I put I think it's a 1/8 inch split pin in here, or spring pin, to hold it in here, and you can knock that out if you need put a new thread in there without making a whole new handle. The piece of stainless here I've got is 1 inch. I could have got probably 7/8 would have worked, but I'd rather have a piece of 1 inch because I can make stuff smaller on it, but I sure can't make stuff bigger. So anyway, here's my measurements. The knob OD, this outside diameter here, is going to be 7/8, 0.875. The body is going to be 12 millimeters. That fits pretty good with the Media Mod on to get underneath the Media Mod and stick out approximately, I don't know, it's about 3/4 to an inch out, so you can crank on this knob here without getting your fingers jammed in underneath the camera. And the overall length is going to be 2.450. That's this length, not counting the thread, just this body length. So we'll get started on the lathe in a minute with this stainless. I've got to put my spider bolts back in. I have a spider on there, but I don't have the bolts in. I made a 4-bolt spider with ball ends on it to center that longer piece of smaller stuff up so it don't whip around in there. So we'll get started here in just a minute, and we'll make this new knob, excuse me. Okay, we're going to start on this GoPro Media Mod thumb screw here. First thing I'm going to do is face this end off, excuse me, and then we will turn it back to 7/8 to 2.420. That'll give me some extra to face off on the other end. Then we're going to turn it down to some other dimensions, but let's start with facing this off and start on the turn to bring it down to 0.875. Let me see here. I gotta look at that. I think I need to come up just a touch on the tool. Oh, let me see here. Oh, God. Try to get the handle lined up here again. There we go. Okay, let's try it right there and see what that does. Take a little more off. looks like that's going to be pretty close. Let me take a look here. Just a fraction more. A little bit more. Try just a little bit more here. Let's see. I think I got her this time. Just a teeny bit there, but I'm not going to mess with that no more right now. Okay, we got to come back, being I'm at 0. I'll zero out my DRO. Let me see here. Okay. Now I want to come back over 2.420. That's good. That's 2.423. That's close enough. Now I'll set my carriage stop. And we'll do a touch off here. I'm going to try running that down to 937 here. Do a touch off. And then we're going to do, I've got to take 125 thousandths off. So I'll probably do 250s and then some couple of little finish cuts. So we're going to touch off and do a 50 thousandths to start with. Switch directions. Actually, let me try 25 to start with because I got a pretty good stick out here and I don't want to cause any problems. I'm going to do a check on this for length here, make sure I'm okay. On here. Come on, there we go. 244, that's close enough. I got to take off some distance, or the distance a little bit off of that. Okay, I'm going to try a 50 here, see what that does. I just want to make sure I don't get any, have any problems, so we'll bring it up to 75 thousandths. That's doing good. Okay, I'm going to pause you for a minute. I want to do some other measurements to make sure I'm okay on this. All right, well, I made a mistake here. I forgot to do my center drill, so I'm going to do a center drill now before I finish this up. I've got a lot of material to take off yet, so it should be fine. So we're going to center drill this and put a small center in there to hold that from running the taper so much. now I'll get my center in here. I hope I can get in close enough to get this down to smaller diameter. There we go. Okay, we'll touch off again here, and let me see, I'll just take a 25 this time. Actually, I can take a 50. All right, I'm going to start on the next spot here of the body, and it's going to be 12 millimeters in diameter, and I'm going to turn it back 1.825 in length. We'll get a touch off here and get started. There's some nice chip control of this insert. It's made for stainless. All right, I'm just going to do one quick measurement here on this body length. It'd be nice if I could get my calipers in here better. Can't do it very good. Guess at it. Well, that's pretty close right there. I'm going to take a little off when I go back anyway. Okay, we'll go with that. Take another 50. I'm going to do a millimeter check on this now with my mic. Switch it over to millimeters. Down this end here. All right, I'm at 19 millimeters, so I've got to take off, let's see, 7 more millimeters. Try about 6 or so. Let me switch this over to millimeters. What did I say I needed here? 7. Try 6 here and see what we're at. I'll go to 5 here if I can get lined up here right. Let me double check here. Let's see. I'm not used to working with millimeters, so I better be safe. 19 is what it's showing. Oh, I don't know. That seems like a lot. it's hot. Woo. I'm going to keep checking this because I'm not used to working with millimeters, so I want to make sure I don't overcut this. We're definitely getting closer. Oh, 17 millimeters. Okay, I think we'll just take a couple at a time. Bring us up to 4 millimeters here now. All right, here we go. Like I said, I'm just going to keep checking this thing. Getting down there now. $15, 3 more millimeters. So what I'm going to do is take off 2 and see where we're at. I got room in there, okay. Okay, we'll see where we're at here now. Sure, that insert sure making or breaking off nice chips on this stainless. Liking it. We're real close now. $13.5. Double check a little bit down this end too. I know this old lady, oh, it's just hot. I gotta watch it. I'll have to cool this down and take another measurement. It's too hot right now. 13.5, so let's cool this thing down and take this last cut. Okay, I finished this last turn off camera. I wanted to make sure I got some measurements and stuff. I took 1.5 millimeters off this last turn, and then I got it right at 12.1 millimeters, so I'm good enough there. I'm going to back out of here and do a couple more measurements, make sure I'm right there, and then we'll be pretty much finished in the, well, no, I'm going to drill and tap that end for 1032 thread. So we got to finish this up here a little bit more, and we'll pull it out of here. The next thing will be on the mill machine. So let me do some measurements, and then we'll finish her up. All right, we're going to finish this shoulder up here. I got to take off about 15 thousandths or so, and we'll go in here, close, touch off, and back out a few times. All right, I got that face clean, excuse me. I want to chamfer these two ends, and then we're going to part this off, and the rest of it will be done in the milling machine. Yeah, I got to do that, but I got to thread this while it's in here too, I forgot. So let's see, I'll back out of here, stop for a minute, go ahead and do my chamfering, and then do a measurement, make sure it's all right. All right, I'm going to chamfer these. I'm running 654, yeah, and chamfer these two edges, this one, and then we're going to drill and tap that for 1032. All right, we're going to drill this out probably, a little over ½ inch and then tap it to 1032. That's drilling real nice. This is a softer stainless. I can't remember exactly what the type that it is. Okay, there's about a half. Let's go a little bit more. Okay, that should be deep enough now. All right, now I'm going to get set up for the tap. I'll pause for a second again. Okay, I'm going to start this with a starting tap, and then I'll use my bottom tap to finish it. I'm getting her started pretty good right now, so I'll be pulling this here in a minute. All right, I'm going to take that out and blow the hole out and get my other tap in here. There we go. All right. Well, I don't think I'm into bottom already. It's getting there. I'm a little nervous about breaking it. I don't feel right. I better check this. Could be at the bottom. I don't need a lot, just a ½ inch or so. Okay, I'm going to pause this and then do a little measurements on it. All right, I got this all done now. This is my 1032 rod. I'll cut a piece the right length and then pin it with an 1/8 inch spring pin in there. So we're going to clean this up a little bit and we'll finish it up in the milling machine. Catch you a little later. Okay, we'll start our recording here. I tried one before, but I had the wrong clip on here. This is one I edited already. This is the ER40 7/8 collet in the square block holding this part of the thumb screw that I have done. This is the ½ inch or 12 millimeter side here. I've got a jack underneath of one of the ones I made. It's similar to a planer jack. It's a heavy duty block I made, and parallels itself when you put a thumb screw on the end. There's a thumb screw down here on this end, and then it's got a couple of set screws on the side to tighten it up so it can't move around. Anyway, I will go ahead and find the center with my Fowler electronic or digital edge finder, and then find the center of this ½ inch or 12 millimeters, and we will go ahead and come to the center and spot it with a 1/4 inch spotting drill. I'm just going to the other side now to find the edge here, and we'll put a 1/4 inch spotting drill in here, and after I get to the center and spot that, yeah, this is the first time I've used DaVinci Resolve voiceover, so I've got it working. We'll just see how it turns out, because I screwed up here someplace along the line. The batteries went dead, I think, on this Rode Go 2, and it's a good mic system. Right now I've just got it plugged into this computer with a USB-C into the mic jack, and it's patched in now, and it seems like it's working pretty good. All right, I think I've moved over now towards center of that 12 millimeters. Now we'll get ready here to take that up, or excuse me, bring the chuck up and take that out. And we get ready to put the 1/4-inch spotting drill in. The first one I put the wrong clip in at first. I had the one I didn't edit already. I edited this one so I try to keep my hands out of the way more on the clip here. I've done pretty good so far here. I can't help it. I got to get the hands in a little bit. I didn't have much of a spot besides this to set the camera up. And of course, no matter where you set the camera, it seems like you get your hands or something in the way a lot of times. So I think I'm running about, I don't remember, 800 or 900 RPM here. Get it spotted, and then I'll change over to a 3/32 drill bit to drill the hole for my spring pin. Roll pin, spring pin. I guess there's a couple different names that you can call those. Usually when you do these real small bits, this is just a, I don't remember if it's 0, no, not quite 0. It's pretty small to 1/2-inch chuck. I can't remember what size this one is. I usually use my 14, is it, and 17 chucks in here. This one here, I just stuck it in for because I was just doing some smaller stuff. These real small bits make me a little nervous because just with this big machine, and it's not real big, the Bridgeport's not a gigantic machine, but it is pretty good size, and these chucks I have to drill that small of a hole. But I just took it really easy, just a light pressure on it to get this hole finished up, and then I'll clean it off a little bit. I'll do the pin off camera here, and what I did was I measured this and cut it a couple thousand short because I didn't have any that length, and I didn't want it to stick way out. So I cut it off. I made a device to drive the pin in, measure it where I wanted to be, and then cut it off with my abrasive cutoff wheel, and then put it back in there and use my roll pin punches to get it even on both ends, and it worked out pretty good. Okay, that last one I screwed up on. I forgot to turn the audio on. This one, I'm going to start all over here. I've got this thumb screw locked in on a 1/2-inch ER40 collet block in the vise. I'm going to do four turns in here, actually cuts. That'll be using a ball ML 1/2-inch, so you can grab it with your finger and thumb and stuff to turn it or loosen it. I'm going to touch off here. We're just going to take some light cuts to see how it goes. So we'll start right now. I'm going to touch off. All right, I got my 0 here. Slow that down a little bit. I'm going to go try a 25,000 to see how it handles. I might go a little bit more after we get going. Just see how the 25 works. looking good. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go more than that. Let's try, I'm just gonna do the first one. Maybe I can do the whole thing in one shot when I start turning it. That's 25. Let's go up to 50. See what 50 thousandths looks like. All right, there's 50 thousandths. That's pretty close. Do more. Try another 25. I think I'll give this just a little more RPM. It's doing pretty good right there. About 800. I'll try the 900. Go up another 25. Well, I'm going to try going up to 100 thousandths. See what that looks like. There's 100 thousandths. All right, I'm going to turn this now. I'll pause here for a second and turn this and try the other cuts at the 100 thousandths. I'll slow down the feed rate and see if that's going to be enough. We're going to shut her down here for a minute and turn this so I don't cut my fingers off. Okay, make sure my Z's locked. I'll try the full cut in this next rotation. Looks pretty good there. All right, here we go. We'll try the 100 thousandths. I'll slow the feed rate down slower. RPM seems to be doing good. Yeah, it's doing good. May have to go a little bit more. I want to do these to see. I'll check this next one here, see how it lines up, and maybe be taking another 25 or 50 out of her. Okay, I'll run this back here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go more than that. Let me get these 100 thousandths done, and then we'll cut a little bit more, do another rotation. Yeah, it's not quite enough. We'll go a little bit more. Let me finish this last 100 thousandths up first. Makes a little chirping noise when it first starts to cut. All right, I'm going to do 25 more and see if that's enough. I may have to go at least 50 more. That's going to be close. We're just going to have to keep trying this. I don't know if I want to go 50 just yet. We'll do this 25 and keep going around on that for a little bit and see what it turns out like. That's closer, but I may want to go a little bit more. Let's finish this up, and the rest of these, and see how it looks. There's no real way to measure that to make sure that you get the right depth until you just keep trying. I'll have to check this out. I'm not sure if I didn't keep track of that, whether I'm done or not. Maybe. I'll take a look at this. It looks pretty good. I'm thinking about going 25 more, possibly. It's not bad. Just a second. Let me talk to my grandson. I'm making it for him and see if he thinks it's all right. Okay, I was talking to my grandson. We're going to try another 25 thousandths on this, and I'm up to 175. And if not, we'll go to 200 thousandths. We'll get her here eventually. I think that might do it. It's looking pretty good there now. Did I get these already? Jeez. I wasn't sure if I got all four of them already. Let me see, let me get this ahead a little bit. Okay, we're going to pause this. I'll take a look at this stuff. Okay, this looks pretty good. I can't go any more because I'm going to go down into my 12 millimeter shaft there and cut into that if I go any deeper. So, but they look pretty good. I've got to use my buffer wheel and buff that all out a little bit, and then we'll take some pictures and put them on the end of the video. Thanks for watching here.